Hello, race fan. Welcome to race 2 of SimRacingMania's F3 League at Norris Ring in Germany today. Brought to you by TRACKSVR Racing here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Sponsored by our two cars, number 95, driven by Andrew Parkinson, number 18, driven by Jack Trawick, sponsored by Fanabox. Go to their website at fanaboxgp.com or come visit our website at tracksvr.com. We are live here on qualifying. We're just trying to get a few things set up. If you watched last episode, last race, we are still learning how to stream and get everything going, but a little bit better set up this time. So yes, settle in. We're going to get a few things set up with live chat, and we're going to get Rick Hooper, our play-by-play commentator, and myself as color commentary, Howard, as always, your VR wizard and race director here at TRACKSVR. All right, it looks like Jack's just had an on-track incident. That's okay. We still have some time to get qualifying lap in. So he's back out into pit lane here, getting ready to go. And his pit limiter comes off, and he's on track. So we're going to switch and see if we can see where Andrew's at. And it looks like Andrew's back in the pit box as well, so I'm not sure what happened there. But we're going to try and get a decent qualifying lap in for both drivers. Looks like so far Jack has a 15th place qualifying. Andrew's in 3rd place. Again, there's still some more time in qualifying, so we're hoping for both of them to be able to get a better hot lap than that, but we'll see where they end up. Anything's going to be above 20th P20 is probably going to be better than last race, where if you were watching, guys, you remember that we had 27th and 28th place qualifying due to a couple of errors. So. Kind of looks like a lot of drivers are struggling with the second last corner on the Norris Ring. Looks like it's you're coming in pretty hot and with possibly some cold tires, and yeah, that's what happens right there. Looks like we've put in the times that we're going to be able to put in here. We've got so far there's a couple minutes left in qualifying, and we've got Jack in 22nd place, and Andrew looks like they disqualified his lap for some reason, sitting in 26th place. Looks like we have another 7-lap mistake on Andrew's part. That's okay. If he has any performance like he did last time, he'll be able to make his way through the pack with some excellent performance. I'm going to go talk to the drivers here. Rick's going to come in shortly. We're just trying to get your comments up on our live YouTube stream so we can talk to you. Let us know if we're coming in too loud or not loud enough, how the stream's sounding, how it's looking, guys. We're trying to make improvements like we talked about last time, and we're looking forward to this race. Should be exciting.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rick, your commentator for today. Sorry I wasn't talking earlier. I was in the middle of sorting some things out for the stream. So thank you to Howard, my colleague, and he will be down on pit lane when the drivers come in. If they come in, I don't think they will have to at all this race, but you never know. There could be incidents, damage, all that good stuff. But nonetheless, I couldn't get the live chat up on my computers here, so I'm just watching the stream from my phone, and I got the live chat on there. There will be a contest today for a red Ferrari hat. Somebody can win if you comment "Join the Dark Side" in the live chat. Your name will be entered into a draw, and we will either announce it at the end of the winner at the end of the stream, or we will post it on all of our social medias and contact the winner if they are following the Facebook page or following us on Instagram. Do you want the game louder, or do you want me louder, Nick? All right, so I just got some update on the live timing here, and it looks like they took the DQ off of Andrew, and he has qualified in 8th from the looks of things. And Jack qualified. lap times in quality, but some of these guys will put like 44 flat laps, very, very fast for any other tracks that we've seen. I know Howard did talk about the track a little bit. This track does have 8 corners, and then there's one DRS zone between corners 6 and 8, which actually means that they have a DRS zone in corner 7. It's basically a video line. I think it's nothing major. 3 of the corners I don't really think are corners. They're more just a curve in the road or a bend in the road, but other than that, it's going to be the hairpins that are going to separate the pack and the hairpins and the slick coming out. We'll see what happens.
Well done to both our drivers coming through adversity. Once again, number 18 Jack is qualified in 23rd place, and looks like, and I know you talked about this, Rick, but that Andrew, they've allowed his qualifying time, and where does that put him? Oh, in 19th. Wow. This is just practice times. Okay.
Andrew, yeah, Andrew wasn't put up into
Perfect. It's looking like a pretty fast track, like as you said, some of these high braking zones, especially if the tires aren't warmed up, people are, the high likelihood of spinning out right there on this corner right here where we're watching, especially with a pack, buzzing angry Hornet F3s, we're gonna have to be careful. Both our drivers are in the right mindset. Did I mention that today is our 3rd anniversary of TRACKSVR being in business? So thank you very much for all your support, people who are listening. Like I said last stream, we love you because you guys make our world go round. And in fact, for the last 3 years, all of our supporters and our fans and our customers have helped us, in that search for constant improvement, and allowed us to spread our brand. So, well done, people out there, and well done on us. May the force be with you. That is not because I like Star Wars, but am I allowed to mention that?
As he's sitting here in a Star Wars shirt, and he purposely made his company birthday on May the 4th. But definitely May the 4th be with everybody out there, especially with our drivers. They might need it with this hectic track in the beginning with, I think there's 26 cars out. Possibly 8 cars out there on this track. It's very tight, short track. It's going to be very interesting. Good thing is it is a very wide track, so many other corners there's lots of room for passing. It's just going to be the tight pack going around the first corner. It's always like shenanigans and what happens to the hairpin. So we're going to find a lot of incidents, I'm sure, unless everybody's just going to be patient. Nice to see, and then we can have some nice, clean, fast-paced racing. As I mentioned, this track is very short, between 44 to 46 second lap times. If my math is correct, I think we're going to do 30 to 35 laps in the first sprint race, which is 25 minutes long, and about 50 to 55 laps in the second race, which is 40 minutes long. So they might not have to worry about winning in the first race, but the second race, and Jaguar are pretty important, and they are going to have to win unless they go into the ceremony. So it's going to be interesting, and Howard is going to be checking with everyone as well as the graphics.
Yeah, I did after qualifying, just to offer some words of encouragement in the pits. Both cars are running okay. Both drivers are just going over, the mistakes maybe made in qualifying or what they can learn from. And we're just getting a comment here. Rick, you need to turn your volume on.
I am at max volume, so I hope you all can hear me now. I can't turn myself up anymore. I'm sorry, guys. That's not gonna happen.
All right, we did some tech wizardry in the background. It involved some you know, back-breaking labor, turning a dial. Wow, it really looks like people are drifting that corner almost, hey? It looks like a lot of drivers are really struggling not to, you know, they're trying to get on the throttle as soon as they can to come out of the corner, but it's really causing some problems. So I bet that's going to be an interesting corner today. We're going to see lots of carnage and mayhem, and yeah, that'll be fun. All right, so we've done some audio adjustments. We hope we're coming through okay for everyone today. Hey guys, because it's our 3rd anniversary, happy birthday TRACKSVR. If you comment on the on YouTube, come to the dark side. There may be a certain Ferrari hat available. I'm just looking at it right now. It's a nice, warm, rich. What color would we call that, Rick?
Oh God, I know it's Ferrari, so it's got to be red. The type of red is like I want to say like a nice, fiery, ambery red almost.
Yeah,
it's got some red. Yeah.
It's got some notes of wine maybe in there. I don't know. It's beautiful.
It's a very. If you're lucky, I might put a picture up at some point during the stream so you guys can all see it.
So those of you who are lucky enough to be listening, come to the dark side. Comment, come to the dark side. Oh, we've got mayhem in practice. Wow, we've got wings on the road.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Alright guys, looks like the drivers are just getting to the grid for race start. So there we go. Oh, it looks like Andrew's in P5, if I'm looking at this correctly. He's right over there on the right-hand side of the screen, the third one back on the right-hand side. So it looks like he qualied P5, which is actually even better than what we thought he qualied. I just want to go right there. Here's Jack. little bit of an onboard with Jack there. You guys can watch him drive his car. There we go, there's a good view.
Ooh, I'm excited for lights out. This should be interesting. Some people try and warm up their tires like that. I'm on the side of I don't know if that really helps a whole lot.
Big spin at the end of the formation lap. Don't know what that guy was doing there. Maybe he tried to do a Max Verstappen save to warm up the back tires. Who knows?
It's like Jack's pulled into his spot. That was the guy who was right in front of Jack.
That's going to be interesting for how the beginning of this race is going to go for Jack. Hopefully, he just keeps his distance and lets the guy spin himself out.
Yeah, I wonder if he has any damage.
No idea. Oh, a couple false starts.
False starts. Oh,
Jack gets a wicked launch off the starting line. So did Andrew by the looks of it. Oh, big collision coming up to T1, just like I thought there was going to be. Oh no,
Oh,
Jack
no.
got caught in that. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That's not good. I did hear a little bit cursing coming from Jack. I hope none of you guys heard that. He did get stuck right behind that guy that spun in front of him. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on the in the pits and check on the cars here, just make sure both our drivers came through with minimal damage. That did look pretty bad for Jack. So.
all right. Oh, another big crash. Jack's gonna get some spots there, I think. Yeah, keep it straight. Well done. So let's take a look at the positions here. It looks like Andrew lost one spot, and it looks like Jack's all the way up into P17. He must have some front aero damage, as he's not able to go around these corners at the speed that he should be able to take him at. But Howard's checking on that right now, and we'll get the update as soon as we can. Coming to the second hairpin here. Okay, so Howard is back with the update. I do believe he says that Jack has some major front wing damage coming out of that T1, but here's the update from Howard himself.
Yeah, it looks actually not good for his front body work. So that rear end, and he is having some control issues, and I believe he's missing his front wing as well. So so we're just I suspect he's going to try and get through a couple of laps here, see if he can do it without pitting. But if the car's uncontrollable, then he may have to pull it in the pits and see if he can fix that damage. Very unfortunate. He was driving really cleanly, and as you guys can see, a lot of mayhem in that first two to three laps.
Okay, so turn one, nice and clean through there. This is where he's going to start to struggle. He's got to slow down a lot more than these guys in front of him to get around this corner. He just doesn't have the grip with that front wing being so damaged. He held on pretty good. He didn't lose too much time, maybe a tenth or two. But this is where he's going to start to see that gap open up.
Jack's just verbally confirmed he does have some pretty bad wing damage. He's really struggling. So just watching him, he's doing really good considering that that car has very little down. Yeah, you can see there it's really tough for him to slow down without that front downforce. So unfortunate, but he is trying to get his way through. This is an athlete here dealing with the conditions. So. Andrew. Looks like Andrew got caught up in some incidents as well. I think he's suffering a little bit of damage. He's made his way back down to 10th. Not doing too bad though, considering the mayhem. As we said, Rick, there was going to be some mayhem today, and indeed we're finding that everyone is struggling with traffic and debris on the track and damage right away. And you can even see Andrew having a bit of a struggle with that one more.
Yeah, it always seems to happen. Oh, in the chicane. Oh, I don't know if Andrew took damage from that. Looks like he made up a couple of places though. But it looked like he did clip through one of the guys. I don't know if that took damage or if it was just a little bit of a lag. But he did gain 2 spots from that, from the Red Bull car, and one of the other guys spin out facing the wrong direction. So very hairy racing for the first few laps here. We're on looks like we're on lap 9 right now, and we've already had a few DNFs. And there's already a lot of carnage, and it's not even 10 laps in yet. That's kind of scary.
But TRACKSVR drivers are doing very well. Jack is in 15th place, P15 at the moment, and holding it in there with that damage that he's managing. Andrew, with his own damage, is also sitting up in 8th, so he's managed to gain a couple of spots back. Don't forget, guys, like I mentioned, it is TRACKSVR's 3rd anniversary. Another thing we're going to be doing today, this is a little Easter egg for those of you who are listening. If you purchase a gift certificate online today, so for today only, up until midnight tonight, purchase a gift certificate at TRACKSVR for any amount. We will include a TRACKSVR branded mask. Oh, look at that pretty hat. Wow, that's such a pretty hat. I wonder how you could win that.
So this is the hat that you, all you lovely listeners and viewers are going to be able to win today, simply by commenting, "Come to the dark side." Everybody that comments will have their names put into a hat, and we will draw either at the end of the stream or sometime tonight, and we will post it up on social media if it's not at the end of the stream, and we will probably contact the person if they're following the Facebook and Instagram, and let them know they won their hat, and then they can come by and pick it up.
Hey Rick, how do you follow our Facebook and Instagram?
Well, you can go to at TRACKSVR on Instagram and at TRACKSVR on Facebook. do have on Facebook. We do have 2 different pages. One is a community page for all of our community to chat and get together and come in and do some racing with each other. And our business official page where you guys can follow and get all the updates on the business end of things with the restrictions and other events that we might be posting.
Thanks, Rick. So, you guys know we can also be expecting to have a new TRACKSVR commercial coming out on social media here pretty soon. So, we'll working with a local wizard to help us get the information out to all of you. We'd love if you would put a like or follow on our social media, or if you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, and follow. Is that what they say, Rick? Is that what they say? I don't know.
I do believe that's what they don't. Howard's a little bit old. He's out of the times, so please forgive him for not knowing what the lingo is with all the young kids. But yes, please like, subscribe, follow, all that good, fantastic stuff. And then you guys will be able to watch us and come chill out and hang out when we stream. So far, it's every second Tuesday. So
I'm fat with a PH.
Okay, well, we've been riding with Andrew for a bit, and as you guys have probably seen, he is starting to struggle. I don't know if that's tires or he's got damage or what, but coming out of the hairpins, he's really struggling to get some grip. Not so bad there, but he is doing okay. I want to check in with Jack here, who is holding a P18 pretty strong, so I'm just going to go back to him and see how he's doing here. I guess our May the 4th be with them has actually helped them hang on, even with the mishaps they've endured so far in this race. Looks like we are now 16 laps in. Andrew is still sitting P8, and Jack is holding a P18 pretty strong with the guy behind coming up. He's about 3/10 behind, so damage is really starting to show on Jack's car. We're just Howard's just gonna go and get an update right now to see how Jack's hanging in there, see how Andrew's doing, and we'll let you know what's going on with that. Like I said, this track is very hairy. A lot of these guys are, from what I can see, they're just trying to win the race, thinking it's a short track, get things out of the way early. But as a lot of good drivers know, is patience is usually the virtue, and a little bit hairy coming out of the corner, not too bad, good control by Jack. Patience is usually the virtue, and sometimes you just have to let the car in front push up and make a mistake. That was a pretty risky dive bomb. A lot of people would not be happy with that. We are in VR, our drivers are in VR, so they can look to the left and right, which gives them an advantage because they can see beside them. But with maneuvers like that, they're kind of give and take, and you have to really trust each other in that regard to make sure the pass is safe. That could have ended a lot worse if Jack didn't see him. Oh, big crash from Jack. That's probably going to send him to the pits. Another crash from that. Oh, yeah. Looks like he either lagged out or... Oh, no. Looks like he lagged back into spot. Maybe he's having leg issues. That's the car that's 2 spots ahead of Jack right now, but... Oh, Jack trying to go for a dive bomb, locking up the back brakes. Good job keeping out of the wall, though. That was very well done. He has fallen back to P21, but that is, like we said before, that's due to the amount of damage he's sustained. From the looks of it, it's pretty nasty. Yeah, he's really having a hard time. Howard is back from the pits. Let's see how the drivers are hanging in there.
All right, guys. Yeah, we're dealing with quite a bit of damage and tire wear actually with both drivers right now. That left rear tire, that chicane does produce a lot of wear in that left rear tire, and especially because you're coming in so hot, and then this corner as well. It's also just it is wearing that left rear, making it even tougher to stick those corners, and especially if you don't have the downforce. Both of them are sporting some front end damage. Andrew actually has some light damage on his left rear as well. So they're just trying to come through on this race. Jack's got quite an interesting battle going with these guys. They're being a little aggressive in the corners, and that has been tough. But he's hanging in there with them. He's not giving up. He's using their draft. As we can see here, they've got DRS open. I believe Jack's opening up his DRS. He's staying in the second 1 second zone. And DRS, of course, for those of you who don't know, stands for drag reduction system. So what happens, and you can see that the flap is closed on the car in front of Jack right now, is that you can open up the rear wing and thereby letting airflow through the rear wing, producing about a 13 or 14 kilometer an hour advantage in speed, and a little bit less downforce for that time that you're using it. It does help keep you, especially if you're in a battle like we're seeing right here with Jack, keep you in the flow.
Well, that's unfortunate news for both drivers having that much damage, but they are both doing great. Andrew has unfortunately lost one more position. He's down in P9, and Jack actually gained a position. He's in P20, so that's not too bad. And I'm just looking to see how much time is left. It looks like there's 9 minutes left in this race, so about 10 or 12 laps left, maybe.
Jack might be making a place up here. Again, P20 is in the points, so we'd love to see a finish in the points for both our drivers. That would be really exhilarating for them moving into the second race. So yeah, let's just everyone cheer them on. Send us your comments and cheer on the racers here as they finish off this race. I figure they probably got about 9-10 more laps. Possibly 11 here, so hopefully they can manage those tires till the end. Again, what we're finding is tire management is such an important part of racing. Oh, nice pass done by Jack here. Let's see if the guy's going to cut him on the inside. Let's see. Yeah, he got the switchback and took him on the inside. It looks like Jack and P19 Valerio Margarito are trading the spot back and forth. This is a really fun battle to watch.
That's quite the name, and part of me wants to have that name because that's actually really catchy. But yes, Jack is doing a very, very good job of keeping it straight, keeping it clean, and hanging in with these guys, even though he's got so much damage. In my opinion, I give him all the props in the world for just staying out there and digging deep and hanging on the car with so much front end damage, and now the tires are going on him. It's going to make his life miserable just trying to keep the car straight, but he's doing a phenomenal job right now. I do want to go and check on Andrew here, so let's go check on him real quick if I can find him. There we go, there's Andrew. Nice little battle going on, coming into T1, sticks it on the inside right on the apex. Can't speak today. It's a nice little battle. It looks like, this battle is for position. This is for P8, so Andrew's just got to hang on with that minor damage. Unfortunately, we can't tell the damage on the cars in the front or the other cars on the track, which is unfortunate, but for the most part, we're able to check on our drivers to see how well they're competing with the damage they've sustained, which I think is just as important, if not more important. So.
He went for the other cut there a little bit, but looks like the guy was able to throttle out. But Andrew should have DRS, and yeah, there you go. That's what DRS does, guys. It gives you a bit of a boost. Oh boy, wow, what good racing we've got going on here. Wheel to wheel, Andrew, for P8. Oh, he's gonna make an attempt here. Nicely done, nicely executed. Go, Andrew.
This is now a three-way battle for 8th. both Andrew. Oh, Andrew with a big slide coming into T8. I do believe that was T8. Yep. Big, massive slide coming out to the back stretch. Well done on him to keep it straight. See how he does defending going into turn 1 here. Yeah, sticks it on the apex. Gets a nice drive out. Beautiful. Well done, Andrew. Yep, he's really struggling with the rear grip now. He can't get on the power as early as he'd like to come out of that last hairpin there. But he is doing well to hang on to P8 right now, and this is going to be an awesome top 10 finish for him. Looks like Jack is back up into P20, judging by the standings. I will apologize that we don't have the standings scrolling across the screen like we did last time. I am going to be looking into getting an app that will actually give us control of the standings for every race, as I do believe it might be something with the server or just something that we forgot to do before the race today, but we will definitely have the standings on the screen for you come next race. So.
Always improving. Sounds like something's happened to Jack here. Oh no.
Sounded. We just heard a oh crap or oh dude from Jack out in the main lobby there, and it seems like he's got so much damage now from what happened. He didn't catch it, unfortunately, but he's really going to be struggling now. He's going to have to make a pit stop, I think, just to be able to hang on to the car.
Yeah, he's lost a couple of spots. We'll go back in the replay and find out what happened there, but there we go. And just yeah. Let's go find out what happened here. Instant replay brought to you by TRACKSVR. It sounds like there was some shenanigans, as that's usually what ends up happening. I know a couple of those drivers were being quite aggressive with their passes and not really observing always the gentleman's racing line. But we'll find out after the race. So looks like Jack's just trying to finish up this race, and in fact we are. Coming to probably last 3 laps here, so.
Yeah, I gotta give major props to Jack. He did a lot of practice coming into this race, and he was really looking forward to it. We did unfortunately have to swap a seat when he got here today. One of the seats decided to have a spring pop loose, so we got to fix that. So he was kind of nervous going into it, but he's doing phenomenal. I gotta give him the biggest props, just keeping on track in his first race, even though he's had so much bad luck with other drivers. So.
Oh, it wouldn't be racing if you didn't have to fix your race car all the time.
This is 100% true, especially right before the race. All the incidents, I mean, if anybody watches F1, everybody knows somebody will crash or spin or have something go wrong with their car in practice, and sometimes even in qualifying. So this is showing to be like real life racing almost.
Yes, indeed. Mechanical failures and all, and even in sim racing, you have real life mechanical failures that can come up. So yeah, I brought out my skills, and the crew, the pit crew jumped to action. And we changed out those parts as quickly as possible and got them racing today.
All right, so Jack is sitting P22, as you can see on the screen right now. I managed to get the scrolling leaderboard up to the top. Realized I just had to put the mouse up there. So that's a good one on me for being Tuesday afternoon. But it looks like for this last lap, actually they might get 2 more laps. They might get 1 more lap after this one. He's coming to the back straight. Yeah, he's gonna get 1 more lap. It's looking like he's got about a 7-second gap to the car behind and a 7-second gap to the car ahead. So Jack's holding on to P22 pretty strongly for having all the damage and all the bad luck. So very well on him. And Andrew is still holding strong in P. Oh no, he just dropped down to P9. Looks like he's still having a wicked battle for P8 with the pink car, the black car that we were watching him race with before. Yeah, it looks like he's still battling with that black car. And the pink car's behind him, so we're just gonna ride it with him for the last couple turns here till the end of the race, and we'll see what happens.
Big question we all want to know, does Jack have a front wing?
Well, right there it shows that he's got a front wing, but that doesn't mean that there's not a whole crap load of damage done to it, causing little to no downforce. So looks like race is over. We're just waiting for our guys to finish up their last couple turns here. There we go. There's a shot of Jack. We can hear him out talking. He doesn't sound too happy. He's on comms with Andrew right now. So I think myself and Howard are going to go out and get a little bit of a debrief from them, and we'll be back for race 2.
We'll see if we can get them in for a quick interview and then get them racing here again. All right. Play interlude music, Rick.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
All right, everybody. So we got, they're just doing a little warm up between races, just so everybody can have a pit stop, break here and get some water or some, whatever they got to do. But it looks like there's about a minute or two left in that, and we'll be getting into race 2 here. Now this is the 40-minute race where we will probably see people pitting. As we mentioned, the first race there was a law of tire wear, and they did manage 35 laps. So my math was pretty close, which means they'll probably be doing between 50 and 55 this race. If they do pit, I'm going to think it's going to be probably the 35 to 40 lap mark and get the fresh tires into the last 10 laps just to have a good push. But we will see. I haven't talked to Andrew or Jack yet on their strategy for this race, but I did find out about Jack's incident near the end of last race. He got spun going to turn 1 and was facing completely the wrong direction and took extra damage from that. So his last 4 or 5 laps, he was really putting on the struggle shoes and really trying his darndest just to keep the car straight, and he did a phenomenal job. So props to him. And I found out why I forgot they did a reverse grid for the first race, and that would be why Andrew was up in P5. He qualified P7, but reverse top 12. He gets to be P5 for the first race, and I do believe second race I think is reverse top 12, or is it quali grid? I can't remember.
I just want to point. I want to point out something interesting. Last time we had weirdly worn rubber, and today we're wearing our struggle shoes. So. Come down to TRACKSVR. We have some weird clothing for you to try.
Yes, I do wear some weird clothes, especially when I'm racing. My struggle shoes are usually when I'm in cars I'm not comfortable with. So, if you come down, like Howard said, come on down. You get to see both of our personalities, and we may seem like we're having fun on stream here, but we tend to have like double the fun when we have people here that are joking along with us. So anybody within in Calgary or the Calgary area, even up in Edmonton, we get people from up there. Come down and do some racing. It's great fun. Remember, you are doing product testing with your retail purchase when you come down, as we are now retail stores. So. Looks like race is going to get going, but I think Howard has some last minute comments before we get onto the grid here. So
It's my disciplinary method for employees is to make them put on the struggle shoes. All right, that was an awesome first race. Coming into the second race, remember, number 18, Jack Trawick, number 95. Andrew Parkinson, TRACKSVR Racing Cars, brought to you by Fanabox. Go to fanaboxgp.com. Go to tracksvr.com. Check out our website. We're where it's at for sponsorships. Looks like they're leading off into their into their formation lap here. And yeah, we're interested to see both drivers now know where to watch out for some of these other racers, and this should be a good second race. As Rick was saying in the first race, we may have to see some pit stops in this race, just given fuel and tire management.
I'm just looking at the live timing here. I know Jack and Andrew said that they were saying that soft tires are mandatory, and it looks like the live timing is just updating their tires, because it said about half the field was on hards, but now it's updating everybody to be on soft. So it must just be the live timing on the website. SimRacingMania.com is where this league is. They do GT stuff. This is the F3 league, and I think they do some endurance stuff too on Assetto Corsa and R Factors. So if you're interested in joining some leagues of your own, check out SimRacingMania.com, or is it .net? I can't even remember. I think it's .net or .com. Let me look. SimRacingMania.
Streaming professionals here
Yes.
at TRACKSVR.
SimRacingMania.online is what it is. That's why it got me all confused, because it's .online. SimRacingMania.online.
What is going on in the boxes there? Wow.
Yeah,
A
there's.
couple of people are struggling.
Here we go. Lights
Lights
out.
out, lights out. Let's go.
Jack had a good start. Andrew had a good start. Let's see what goes on here. First turn shenanigans as per. Oh, big dive bomb.
Oh,
Totally.
big dive bomb.
Yeah, and then get shoved into the wall. I don't know whose fault that was, but much cleaner this time around, which was nice. Very nice to see, actually, except for that one car. Oh, going into the chicane. A little bit of locked up tire smoke in the first corner there. Second corner.
It's like Andrew got a decent start. He's up into the pack nicely here. Managed to get around, I think, one or two cars. So there's some bumping and grinding going on. Wow, wheel-to-wheel racing. Not everybody has the same awareness of the track, I guess. It looks like we've got some drafting going on. There is some interesting stuff happening. Like buzzing angry hornets, didn't I call them in the beginning? Yeah, F3s, that's for sure. Looks like Jack's doing pretty good. Let's get on board with our drivers here, Rick.
Looks like Jack has lost one position. I did hear him go say "oh crap" a second ago, so he might have just locked up his brakes going into T1, but no damage, I don't think. It didn't sound that bad, and it looks like Andrew has definitely picked up 2 places after that first lap, after the first 2 laps. So nothing crazy like it was last week, where he gained 12 positions in the first 2 laps, but. When you're starting a little bit higher up in the grid, it does make things a lot more difficult to start passing that many cars. That's as everybody's a little more on the same skill level up there. So.
And we'll get some mistakes. Hopefully Jack can take advantage of the mistakes in front of him. Some nice consistent driving. The story of the tortoise and the hare, and we say this a lot here at TRACKSVR, consistency wins a lot more than pure skill. So if you can stay consistent and stay on the track and stay damage free, that helps. It helps a lot. So looks like the track is nicely rubbered in from the first race. So. Should be a little bit easier. The drivers are communicating with each other. I'm going to take a trip out to the pits here, Rick, if you want to continue with the play-by-play.
For sure. Jack's doing great. He's only got a 2.5 gap to the car in front, which is a little more than we'd like or than he would like for his DRS zone. But he does have enough time to gain that spot back, and with his skill, I know he can definitely do it. Like Howard said, the tortoise and the hare story is very true. You can have somebody that's very quick in one lap, but is very inconsistent. Oh, looks like we had another big crash. So there's a few spots, I think, for Jack. Looks like we've already had one DNF as well. Daniel Vela has DNF'd. Jack's now back up in his P22 spot, so he's still got that same gap to the car in front, which is great. Looks like the car behind has decided to take a pit stop, must have taken damage, so we're going to see how that plays out. With such a short track, I think the average pit stop is about 35 to 45 seconds without damage. So if he's got damage, he's probably going to be upwards of about 60 seconds, which is about a lap and a half on this track. As Howard said, he's just out in the pits, just checking on the 2 drivers, making sure all is good. Looks like Andrew must have had some trouble. I'm going to check in on him here. He's back down into P10 after getting up into P6, so he must have had a little bit of trouble. I don't know if he's taking damage. Hopefully Howard can get some info on that for us. But other than that, both of our drivers showing very good composure and very good skill. Jack has brought the gap down to the car in front to 9/10 of a second, so he's made good headway. That must have been, he must have caught up enough to get a draft or get the DRS zone to pull him a lot closer. So he is going to reel these guys in. It looks like the two cars in front of him are also having a little bit of a battle for P20, so the battle for P20 is going to start heating up here quick, and Andrew's in a good battle for, let's see where he's got. I think he's in a battle for P8 or P7, I think is that car, the third car up in front of him. Yeah, this is the battle for P7, four-way battle, so if Andrew can hang on and stay in that draft, he will be able to push at some point to get there, but patience is going to be a virtue in this, and let them make a mistake or let them lock up. So let's check back with Jack here and see. I think Howard just walked into the recording studio here, so let's see what he's got to say about Andrew and Jack.
Well, both of them are sporting some minor front-end damage again. A lot of the other drivers out there are, I don't know how to, yeah, see, there we go.
Massive crash going to the T1, holy.
There's a lot of stolen racing lines, and people aren't necessarily being as careful as they could. I mean, this is a short track and very high speed. And if you make a mistake, you don't have much time to think about it to correct. So, there we go. Both the drivers are doing nicely. Looks like Andrew has lost a couple of spots down into P10. Jack is made his way up into P19 though. For right now, he's in the points. Well done, Jack. Let's see if we can go see. Oh, looks like Andrew's putting the pass on. Oh, this is Jack. Yeah, nicely done. Nice and smooth. Yeah, once again, another race and another bunch of mayhem, and it ends up clearing out the field a little bit, and making it, these guys have to be really careful. So, again, I think well done to both our drivers. We're sticking in there, and if we can get points for both our drivers out of this race, we'd love to see that. Don't forget, guys, comment, come to the dark side. You can win yourself that beautiful Ferrari hat. We'll be making the draw after the stream today. As well, for our third anniversary, we're offering included mask with any gift card purchases made today online. So if you're wondering how to do that, you can go to TRACKSVR.com. We have a book now button that can take you to gift cards, or we have a purchase gift cards now button as well. Oh, it looks like Jack's there. That's what I was talking about. People just stealing race lines and throwing their weight around a little bit. I mean, you can expect to see that in the first couple of races, I guess. But anyways, to finish up, just go on there, and if we see any gift card sales come through today, we'll make sure that includes a branded mask from TRACKSVR.
Yes, and they are very nice, very nice masks. Adjustable straps for your ears, because we all know how sore our ears like to get with wearing these things all day long. So definitely get your gift card and your free mask, and come down and do some race product testing, and we'd love to see you guys down. We'll give you some coaching and all that advice. So you'll actually get Jack and Andrew out there helping you get around some of the tracks. You're actually the guys you're watching will actually help you get around some of the tracks that we put people on. So just think of that as a bonus. It's almost like a celebrity kind of thing where you get to meet somebody you're watching on TV.
Plus, you look cool too.
Okay, so it looks like another update here. Jack has made it up into P18, so he's now battling for P17 with that same Valerio Margarito guy, or person. I'm going to say person from now on with all the stuff going on in the world. I'm just going to say person for anybody. It looks like a couple people have pit, and it looks like we have another DNF. It looks like Thomas Golab, one of the top drivers in this league, or was supposed to be one of the top drivers, has DNF'd. So that's a good thing for our drivers, is less drivers in the race, means more positions for us, and hopefully more points for us. So
Like that allowed Andrew to make his way up back into 8th place. So well done, Andrew. That's some nice consistent racing. Looks like Jack is still just trying to put the moves on number 6 here in front of him. And he's just, stick with them. Have that ability to hit the DRS zones and get that bit of a boost as he comes down the home straight.
there he goes. This is the DRS zone between corner 6 and 8. This part is a corner. That part that they just went through is technically corner 7. I don't know why, but that's what they call it. So there is no DRS on the back straight. I think it's to save, to keep collisions to a minimum going into the hairpin, as it's a really super hard braking zone. But with the draft, as you can see, Jack easily pulls past them. And the guy's going to have a little bit of a spin, kind of block Jack off with it, which is okay. Jack made sure he didn't touch him, which is even better on him. The guy's going to be defending big time, so if Jack can get a good run out of here, he'll get DRS coming into the back straight. There it goes. Stay in the draft, and we'll hopefully be able to pull up right beside him. The DRS and draft is going to really help Jack stick to this guy for P17. So as long as he keeps it clean, stays patient, waits for him to make a mistake, he'll get this position in no time. He's doing a great job.
Here he goes. Oh, he's making his move. He's making his move, folks. So let's see if he can stick it into corner 1. The guy's blocking him on the inside again, and Jack's just patient letting him do that, because the gentleman in front of him will actually be wearing his tires quicker. So there's a little bit of racecraft why Jack's letting this guy take the harder line on the inside through those corners. Is he'll actually be wearing his tires out faster, and also Jack gets to allow this driver to give him a tow down the straights, thereby also saving gas. So this will help Jack in the long run as far as his race strategy goes.
Hey, this guy doesn't know it, but he's actually helping Jack conserve fuel. So he's doing himself more harm. Looks like we've had another person go into the pits. We're on lap 17, so we've had another pit. We've had a couple people pit already, probably for tire damage, we don't know. That puts Jack up in the P17. Looks like Andrew, we're going to go drive with Andrew for a second here. It looks like Andrew has fallen back down to P9. I don't know if it was just a clean pass and he made a mistake, or if he got taken out. Highly unlikely he got taken out, because he's still up in striking distance of the folks in front of him. So he does have battle for P7 going on, 3-way battle. They're both, there's going to be 2 DRS, really, really good on him. A little bit of a tap, don't know if he's going to take damage from that. Coming to turn 8, yellow flag out. Looks like somebody else dove into the pit, stopped into the pit lane there. Don't know if that was a lap car or what. It could have been that car that was that had damage. But Andrew's still got a wicked fight going on. A little bit squirrely. I think he got tapped a little bit. Nothing major though. Looks like we got an update on Jack. He got up into P16. He's actually swapping back and forth. They're really battling these two. He was up in P16 for about 2 seconds there, and then the guy got him back going into the chicane. So we're just, I want to hang with Jack for a bit here just to see how his patience is really improving. He's really a little bit deep. He's got a battle with both Red Bulls here. The one Red Bull I think is a lap down, so he's probably just unlapping himself on fresh tires. The Red Bull beside him, I do believe, is the car he's battling with. Yes. The Red Bull car, both Red Bull cars take each other out, and the car that Jack was battling with has officially taken a lot of damage from that massive hit going into turn 1. That was very fortunate for Jack. His patience, like I said, paid off big time. Didn't have to worry about even trying to pass. He just let the guy take himself out, which was absolutely crazy to watch. They bounced each other into the wall, teammates, and then decided to kill one of their cars. So that's not going to be good for them. But I'm going to keep an eye on that car, see if he makes it to the pits or if he can DNF. It doesn't look like he's DNF yet, so he might just go for a pit. Well done on Jack for letting the blue flags go by. That was very good racing from Jack. Looks like he's just got blue flags for a bit here, so I'm going to go back and look. He's got a 17-second gap to the car behind, so he's got a massive gap. We're on lap 21, going on to lap 22, so I'm going to go and we're going to check into Andrew. He's still at P9 and battling. Actually, it looks like he's lost a lot of time. I don't know if he's starting to conserve tires and fuel, which is probably what he's doing, so he doesn't have to pit. He might be doing no pit strategy, I'm not sure. As it looks like a lot of the cars in the back have decided to take the one pit strategy at least. Get the tires on early and go from there. And as you guys can see, I know Jack and Andrew were definitely saying the track is bumpy, but you guys can really see it on this back straight and coming into the chicane, how bumpy it is just by watching the car react to the road. It's very, very bumpy. So all right, guys, I'm just gonna pull back here to Jack. I think he's pulled up some more spots, or is about to. Yep, due to a pit stop from Jesper Burns, Jack has now taken P15, so if he can hang on and pull a decent gap to him, to the car behind, he should be able to get a nice pit stop and be able to pull away. These, I do believe, are just blue flags, so nothing major. He has a lot of nice spots.
Explain blue flags for us, Rick.
For those of you who don't know, blue flags are when the lead lap cars are coming up behind a car they are about to lap. The blue flag basically means you are about to be lapped and to let the car behind through. Doesn't mean to stop on a dime and let them through. It just means to pull over on a straight and slow down a little bit. Oh, big spin in front of Jack. And then to just let the car through and then continue your race. I usually recommend people don't get off the racing line if you're going into a corner. Just wait till you come out of a corner and wait for a straight, and then that car can pass you safely. That is the biggest thing, as yellow flags under a blue flag are usually not the nicest from stewards. So you always want to be, if you're the car being lapped, you always want to be extra careful on letting them get past you without any incidents. So.
And a lot of race control directors and sports federations, racing federations will assign they'll assign extra time as a penalty for not observing. And if you were watching or are an F1 fan, you saw that happen in the race on the weekend, where indeed one of the drivers wasn't observing a blue flag for a certain racer coming up behind him. And then he observed it for the next driver, and so the referees handed him a penalty. So the same thing can happen, and you can see that blue flag as Jack passes that marker. That blue flag right there on the side markers is telling the driver in front of Jack that he's got a faster car coming in. So it looks like Jack's doing a good run here. I think he's just trying to stretch out his time, like Rick was talking about, as he comes into possibly his own pit stop. We don't give strategies out here, in case any of the other teams are listening. I mean, I hope they are, just so that we have extra viewers, because we can always use more viewers. But yeah, anyways, both Jack and Andrew are sticking in it. It looks like we're doing a little bit of fuel and tire maintenance at this point. Nice consistent driving out of both our racers today. Yes,
that is a good point. Very consistent and definitely conserving tires. Jack also is, the good thing about being, I guess it's not really a good thing, but it is a good thing with being lapped, is it allows you to go into corners a little bit slower when you're under blue flag, allowing you to conserve your fuel and your tires a little bit easier too. Although we don't like being lapped, sometimes doing that to keep your position and conserving your tires is better than to race super fast and have to pit a little bit earlier or an extra time over other people. So we're at lap 31 now, so we're about halfway or just over halfway through the race, and we're doing good on tires. Okay, I think I'm going to be heard a little bit better now. Let's see if everybody can hear me. No, I'm just super quiet. Apparently I don't talk very loud when I'm in here.
well, you're a loudmouth the rest of the time.
while we're doing this, I'm going to go up and we're going to ride on board with it. Yeah, they're both in, looks like they're both in clean air, so that's a good thing. Oh, looks like we had another DNF, so Jack has made up another place due to that. It looks like Andrew might have too, because Andrew's up in the P9, so it looks like the DNFs are really killing people, and it's doing wonders for our drivers. P14
Nice.
Jack is amazing. Can you hear me now? Just got word that we might be muted, so our mics aren't muted. The settings are saying we're not muted, so we're just waiting to get the confirmation. Well, what?
Testing. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me on the stream? Testing, 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 testing.
Okay, so all is well with the voices. All is well with audio and commentary. That's great. I think Howard's gonna be out, just getting a little bit of pit stop review from both of our drivers. Andrew's putting on. Looks like he's putting on pressure. He's kind of just hanging back. He's in P9. Doesn't look like he's really gained or lost much time to the car in front. Looks like he is going to be coming up to pass Jack here. Andrew's on the lead lap. Jack is one lap down. That's okay. He's still in P14, so that's a good sign. Now this is when they're going to have teamwork, where Jack will probably let Andrew get the draft coming down the back straight, and then give him the position going into T1. So we'll just see what happens there. Okay. Nope, it still hasn't changed anything. I'm still same volume. Hello? Can you hear me now? I think that'll be better. I think Nick, give me a 10-4 if you can actually hear me now. All right, I'm gonna go and take a look with Jack here. Looks like he has let Andrew pass, so we're just going to we're gonna hang on with Jack. We're on lap 41, so these two might actually go for a no-stop strategy. Jack's still in P14 and Andrew is in P9, so we're just gonna hang on and see what we can do. Like I said, probably 50 to 55 laps for this race. Where's my cursor here? There's just under 9 minutes left, so this race is coming to a close real quick. We've had 4 DNFs, and it looks like about 3 people have had some really bad luck with crashes and stuff. So, yeah, tires are starting to go on these cars, as you can tell from that view right there. Pardon me. With people going wide and locking up brakes going into braking zones, just because those tires are really going out the door right away here. So good job by Jack to let the blue flag by. Well done, bud.
Yeah, they're both again managing a little bit of damage and tire wear here. I really like to see how they're getting through on this race, though. You can tell that that track has become nicely rubbered in, and they're hitting their markers on the racing line. So proud of both racers today, overcoming adversity and race incidents to give their best performance.
Also, to note, a very good showing on May the 4th, TRACKSVR's 3rd birthday, and on National Star Wars Day. So, May the 4th be with our drivers for these last 8 minutes, and let's push it right to the end. Looks like, I'm just going to say it now, they're not going to pit stop at all. I don't think they're just going to manage fuel and go right to the end on these tires. So, if they do go off of that and pit, I will eat my words, but until that point, I'm saying they're not pitting.
And that's why I was kind of careful with my words earlier. I'm not going to give away their pit strategy, whether they're going to pit or not. But I think both of them felt beforehand they might be able to, depending upon incidents and depending upon a number of factors, be able to make it through this race. And it just nice smooth lines, having a few people to give you a tow at opportune times, and try not to lock up your brakes too much through the chicane there, especially, so that you can get the tire wear. I know both of their tires are quite worn at this point. Much like last race, they were managing their tires quite a bit last race, and this one even more so. Just different tires. This one, it tends to be that left rear that really wears heavy on this track. So. Wow, our cameraman's getting some really cool angles today. Love to see these beautiful TRACKSVR racing cars, and of course our main sponsor, Fanabox. Don't forget, guys, come to the dark side. At this point, nobody's commented on the YouTube live stream. You can win that beautiful Ferrari hat there by commenting "Come to the Dark Side" on our YouTube live stream.
All right, guys, we're coming into the last just under 4.5 minutes left of the race. So we're gonna be going on like another 4 or 5 laps. We're on lap 48 now, so probably lap 53, 54. We're gonna be calling it the checkered flag, and so far we are sitting number 95 Andrew Parkinson is sitting in P9, and number 18 Jack Treywick is sitting in P14. So both good placements, both improved from last week, where Andrew best finish was P13 and Jack's best placement was P21, just missing out by like 2/10 on that P20 point. So today's going to be a really big confidence boost for the both of them. They've both done a lot of practice for this race, and I know they've really tried their darndest to get some good lap times in and some good practice in to be able to compete with these alien people that are up in the top like 3 positions.
Just so you guys know, we're competing from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This league, for the most part, the league's run out of Europe. I believe it's out of the Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken.
This one's,
Rick?
yeah, I think it's the Netherlands or Italy. I think this one is, yeah.
So a lot of European racers in this league, and they're a step above in skill level. Sim racing does tend to be a little bit bigger, and there's a bigger athlete base for sure in Europe. So really exciting to see our racers here in Canada being able to compete with the race. I don't know, the race community in Europe, where it's a lot more competitive, and certainly there's more people in it. We of course are using R Factor 2 as our race sim, and that's because it has better physics. Yeah, if any of you are looking for a good race sim, give us a shout, and we'll give you our advice on depending upon what you're looking for.
Okay, guys, 2 minutes left. It's gonna be, I'm gonna say probably 3 laps because they're all doing about 47-second lap times, 46, 47-second lap times. So there's gonna be about 2 or 3 laps left here. Depending on leaders, a little bit of a spin behind Andrew there.
Expect the racer behind Andrew probably in the DRS zone will be getting DRS. He's staying within a second of Andrew right now. So it's going to go down to the wire. Jack looks like he is kind of all alone there himself, with a little bit of space in between the next placement driver. Yeah, both drivers competing down to the wire. Very, very exciting finish. It's going to be here in another 2 laps time. Let's see if hopefully we can come through without any incidents here at the end of the race. And points for both our racers. Wow, we're proud of them today. So.
Yes, very, very, very proud, especially after that first race. How could you not be proud of both of them, taking so much damage, the 2 of them, and still going strong and finishing where they did, and really hanging in there with their struggle shoes on. So I'd like to shout out our sponsor, Fanabox GP, where you can get all of your sporting memorabilia in Canada. One of the best places to get your sporting memorabilia in Canada, so you don't have to pay any of those nasty shipping or import fees. Oh, Jack had a spin. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know if that's going to lose him a spot or not. Oh, then the guy in front of him spins. No, that was oh no, yep. Jack spun and lost the spot to that guy that spun in front of him. So they kind of traded spots just by spinning out. They're really pushing. There's about this will probably be their last lap. They might get no, they're gonna get one more because the leaders are gonna be on an extra lap. So they might get one more lap here, but we'll wait and see.
Really see how those tires are becoming super worn.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack.
That's
Well done.
a race over. So we got Jack P14, very well done by him, and Andrew in P9. Very well done from both drivers. Jack doing some victory donuts at the end here, showing off some skills, keeping that car under control, doing some donuts. Remember, if you guys come down to TRACKSVR, you guys will even let you guys do some donuts in the rigs. They are a lot of fun to do some drifting and donuts in. When you're not actually racing and trying to stay on the tracks. So
Victory donuts taste good when you're wearing struggle shoes too.
100% yes.
Wow, well done to both racers. Well done. There we go. We're going to get them in here and see what their feelings were about that race. Thank you to all our fans watching today. Again, thanks for putting up with our learning streamcraft. As we go, we will definitely get better. That's a cool picture to end off with today. I'm going to go get both racers out of the pits and see if we can just get a few words from our racers here before we end the stream today.
Yes, that was very well done. And yes, thank you again so much for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. I did see that we got some new subscribers today, which is fantastic. Keep them coming. Please refer us to all your friends. All that good stuff. We'd really love to see the viewership go up, as we do believe that we put on a good show, even though we are learning as we go with the stream, with the technical difficulties and stuff. As you saw, I did manage to get the picture of the hat up in the bottom corner. Unfortunately, nobody commented, so we will probably have it up for draw in the next race. However, I think I got Jack here to do a little bit of an interview with, so we're just gonna get his thoughts on that. You're gonna have to unmute yourself there, Jack, I think. We're just gonna get his thoughts on that race. Seemed to go a lot better than the first one. No massive crash at the beginning, hey, so.
Yeah, no, I managed to make it through the start. I mean, I had that the start was a little bit dicey, not as bad as the first race though. People were keeping it a lot more clean. End of the race, holy, my tires were gone. I had I think 20 on the front or something, and my probably 40 on the backs, and yeah, it was just spinning out. So that last lap, Buddy was eating my time up the whole time. I had a nice gap to him. I think he pitted and I didn't. And then coming into the braking zone to the chicane, my car got unsettled. I turned in while braking, and the car ended up spinning out. And I'm not sure. I think there was contact. And then he ended up getting past me. I let him go. And then on the exit to the left out of the chicane, he guns it too hard and spins it out. I was like, man, I feel bad for you, but I'm just going to keep on driving away here and take my P14. And that means points for me today. The top 20 get points. So I'm not sure how many points I'm going to get, but I'm going to get some points, which is nice. And yeah, I finished the race. I had damage the whole race. I can't remember. I think the first couple laps I ended up getting tangled with someone into the hairpin there. But no, it was just keeping it clean, keeping it consistent, and I ended up making a lot of passes because people were crashing, and I think some people ran out of fuel. I was being very careful with fuel saving, and I was tire saving at the start, and then later into the race, it was just tires dropping off, and I had enough fuel to make it to the end, but I wasn't sure if I had enough tires to do it. So yeah, no, good result though.
Yeah, that was very well raced. We did actually catch that last lap incident. We watched you spin, and then we watched you lose the spot to that guy. You did. It did look like the car backed into that guy that passed you. But as soon as I went into the cockpit cam, all of a sudden he spun out and hit the wall and spun around you, and you just drove right past him and took the spot right back. That was really nice to see. You keep that P14 at the end, which was awesome. So, well done. How was the damage in the first race? How was it to handle that much damage after all the crap that happened in that first race?
It was very challenging. My car was clearly didn't have the pace that a lot of other cars did, so I was getting dive bombed into every hairpin if there was a car behind me, and I kind of just had to let them do it because I didn't have the front wing to really turn in properly. I was doing, probably at least half a second off pace from what I was usually doing, and yeah, that was a pretty big challenge. And people were doing some pretty ballsy moves into the first race, so I was just my goal there was to bring it home. I saw some pretty crazy crashes, wings getting lost and stuff like that. So I was just thankful that that first race I was able to bring it home. But yeah, it was a big challenge trying to drive with all that damage, and yeah, no, I was just glad to make it.
Well, those were some very good races from you and Andrew. So thank you for coming in and letting us know how your races went. I think Andrew is here to give his point of view for the two races. So we're gonna let him pop in, and Jack is gonna go out and take a breather because he does look pretty freaking tired after that stressful race 1 and race 2, and he's probably gonna get some food in his belly too, I think. So we're just we got Andrew here. Andrew, you might have to unmute your mic. Um, and just go through. Uh, just go through race 1 and race 2 for us. Let us tell us what happened, what was going through your mind, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So I guess start with qualifying. Yeah, I had a really nice qualifying there. I think got P7, which is so we had a really strong qualifying. Really nailed that lap there. Unfortunately, this track, like both races, I took pretty serious damage turn 1 and dropped down the order, so I couldn't really take advantage of that good qualifying position that I had there. That being said, there were some fun battles there. Both races there, I was able to hold on under a lot of pressure at the end. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that taking damage so early on it really limits what you can do for the rest of the race, obviously. So it is what it is. This track, you kind of expect to take damage, and we'll take the points and move on to the next race.
Awesome, well done. How did big thing I wanted to ask? Jack mentioned a little bit about his fuel saving and tire management. How did yours go in the second race? As I saw, both of you really needed to do a lot of it. So
Yeah, for myself, I didn't really have to fuel save. I had enough that I didn't have to focus on that. But my tire usage, the left rear tire is the one that worries out the most on this track, and so you kind of saw at the end there, I was kind of short shifting and really being mindful of that tire because I knew I think it was Lane, the other car behind me that was catching me. So I knew like once he got into DRS range, I was gonna have to make sure that I had enough tire to defend that position, and that's exactly what happened. And yeah, kind of went as I planned it. I had enough tire at the end that I could once he got into DRS range, I could push 100%, and I was able to keep the position there at the end barely.
yeah, well, it was very well raced from you and Jack. How you feeling going into next week with your P8 finish or P9 finish today? How you feeling?
uh, had a strong qualifying and race pace today. Is a very good sign for us, and yeah, there's more to come as we get more used to the car, get the setup more dialed in, and hopefully can be even more towards the front end of the grid there. I think yeah, I've been in the top third each race in qualifying today, so want to stay there and move up if possible.
For sure, you both did great. You did improve. You got a P9, of course, starting P8 instead of P34 or 28 or whatever it was last week, and having to make your way up through the ranks. Definitely makes it a lot more easy to stay in the top 10 or top half of the field, right? But very well done to you and Jack. We'll let you guys go get some food. I know you're probably starving. You're probably tired. Any final words you'd like to say?
Well, yeah, thanks, Rick. Any final words? I guess watch the space for next race.
Perfect. Awesome, guys. That was Andrew and Jack. Yeah, cool. That was Andrew and Jack, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check us out at TRACKSVR.com. If you're in the Calgary area, please come down and do some product testing. And we'll give you a show around. You guys can meet the drivers, Jack and Andrew. Maybe get an autograph. I don't know if they're going to be into that stuff yet, but you can always do that stuff. But for me, thank you so much for watching. Remember to check us out at TRACKSVR.com. Check out FanaboxGP.com for all your sporting memorabilia in Canada. And other than that, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for round 3. I'm not sure what track it is yet, but we'll be posting on the social medias, Facebook and Instagram, before the race. So keep your eyes peeled. And I think Howard's got some final words here, and I'll let you guys go.
I just took off my struggle boots, put down my weirdly worn rubber, and I'm ready to relax into looking forward into 2 weeks' time. Thank you so much, race fans. We love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, try and help us out. Subscribe, like, follow, all the usual stuff. We'd love to see you down here or just online. Comment and let us know what you think. Otherwise, take care. Have a good day, and I'll see you when you're smelling my burnt rubber.
All right, guys, that's Rick and Howard out. May the 4th be with you. Enjoy the rest of your amazing National Star Wars days. To all you geeks out there, you have my respect, as I love the movies and everything too. But other than that, may the 4th be with you, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Ciao.